This last creepy guy is decimating my team, but thankfully that's over. So Mu levels up here, which means I won't have to heal him. But Kreia is looking very much in pain, so I used Zam to heal her. And then I can use this teleport pad to get back to the first floor of the Ruins of Will and leave. Now that we finished this ruins, we need to go further south. We can head south towards the castle of Haleef. Now you can see the castle here, but if we enter from this side, this is Haleef Castle, the gate is closed, so we can't actually enter. You'll see there's actually 3 sides to the castle that you could possibly enter from. We need to get round from the south side. So before we get round there, we'll come to this town, which is the town of Bandam. In this village, we can't relax either. We need to do something to protect the people. The town of Haleef used to be a bustling town, but in the blink of an eye, it was all ruined. The castle was attacked too. And now its gates are sealed. I've lost everything. What did we ever do? When Haleef was attacked, there are lots of refugees that come to this town, Bandam, which is what she's talking about there. So in the conjurers, in the charm shop, they have Barg and Dariachu. 2 spells. Barg is a lightning spell to damage one opponent, which I'll show you here in the spell list. So if we look at our charms, there's Barg, which is a light spell. Its casting time is 4, and it does lightning damage to a single target. And then Dariachu was the other one we got, which has a casting time of 4, and is a recovery spell for liquid, and it recovers abnormal status effects on one ally. So now we can leave the charm shop. The hero Balam would be able to defeat Samnibal and return peace to Haleef. All of the young people that resisted were all sacrificed. There's nothing for us old folks to do, or that we can do. Somebody has to stop Samnibal. I heard that a warrior by the name of Balam headed towards the castle. If you could get him on your side. I left the town of Haleef and made it to here, but there's nowhere left to go. I'm sure they'll come and attack again sometime. It seems that the bride of the princess that was married off from Ilk-Bahal is in the castle of Haleef. It'd be good if nothing happened to her. I've lost my mother. Okay, so Kreia's older sister was married into their family. This little village has become full of people. If any more people come, there'll be nowhere left to stay. What should we do? So this is the equipment shop. They have a trident, a curved blade, a battle axe, and tiaras. Tiaras are only female characters can equip them. And I already talked to this guy. Now we can leave Bandam and head southwards. In order to get to the castle of Haleef, we need to go kind of a long way around. If we come around to the west, there's a path here, which is the mountain path of Haleef. So in this chest there's a buckler. So I equip Kreia with a buckler instead of the iron shield that she has at the moment, which increases her defense by about 60, which is always good. And then this is a fairly short area, but when you come around here, you'll encounter these guys and they say, "Oh, you come just at the right time. Leave everything you have. Will you give them your money?" And I said, "No." "In that case, we'll have to steal it from you. Get ready." And it's these standard bandit enemies. This is actually not a challenge at all, so I actually set Mu just to attack. Because he has a flame staff now, his attack is, although his attack speed is still fairly slow, he can at least contribute somewhat to attacking. So he does 180 there. We compared it to Kreia, who missed, so I can't compare. Okay, Kreia does 204, so Mu is only 20 shy of that. So at the moment, his damage output is pretty okay. So rather than worry about using spells on these guys, because they're not that strong to begin with, I just have all 3 characters attacking. Mu does get much more powerful weapons later on, and his casting does improve as he levels. The problem with the kind of middle game is that you pick up spells very quickly, but the casting time on them is so ridiculously long that there's no point in using them because you'll almost always be cancelled unless you guard him religiously during the whole time he's casting. And then even then his damage output is not that great, so at this stage it's best to use his lower down spells or attack as soon as you get new equipment. "Ah, please forgive us." So then the bandits run away. And the encounter rate in this game, as always, is really harsh. So there's a couple of treasure chests to get around here. The first one contains the charm Merapan, which was the spell that Tangledan used, if you remember that. He was the boss in the prison. It's a support spell for Solid, and it paralyzes multiple enemies. So the first time I fought Tangledan, his Merapan spell actually hit all 3 of us, which is an instant game over. So this is a blue dragon sword. Status effects are actually quite effective in this game, unlike some other games where you can just kind of ignore them and get on with things. They can be fairly crippling. Okay, so here the blue dragon sword is actually a 2-handed sword, so although I give it to Kreia at first, it means that her defense will be decreased quite severely. So I give her the Shamshir and give her back the buckler, and instead, because Deg has Kusarigama, a chain scythe, which is 2 hands as well, I just replace that with the blue dragon sword to improve his attack. Deg has pretty good HP, so it's okay that he doesn't have that high defense. Now we're in the village of Shiete. Hey mister, you want to go to the castle? But it'd be better if you didn't go now. What? Get away from here. You can't get through here. I wonder what on earth could be hidden in the ruins. I'd love to see it. Apparently, some conjurers from the castle went to the ruin. I'm jealous. I'll punish those demons that swarm around the ruins, is what I want to say, but I don't have the strength. If it was the warrior Balam, I'm sure he could do it. It costs 5 gold to stay, so we'll quickly stay at the inn. Now, Samnibal attacked the castle, and the king and the queen were captured. The queen's country, we sent a message there to Ilk Bahal, but no reply came back. I hope they were able to communicate the message. The queen you speak of is Falda, is it not? I am her younger sister, Kreia. Please, tell me more about what happened to my older sister. Oh, you are the Princess Kreia, are you? I am Silda, a minister of Haleef. We were attacked by Samnibal, and the queen was thrown into the dungeon. She should still be fine. But it would be very dangerous to go to the castle now. I wouldn't if I were you.